talk about the island fortress that never fell. Even a 30-year siege couldn't beat the seas that surrounded it and kept it safe. Off the island of Normandy, on a place called Mont-Saint-Michel, which means to mountain, lies the abbey of Mont-Saint-Michel, built after 700 AD when the bishop Aubrey had a recurring dream about the Archangel Michael, who kept pointing to this island and basically saying, build me a place here, build a place of worship to me here. Allegedly, Aubrey was like, no, these are wild dreams, I'm not into this. And the Archangel's fiery finger pointed on his head until it made a hole in his skull. I wonder if that was terminal. However, allegedly his skull with the hole in is still available for viewing. So this amazing and truly stunning abbey was created, and countless armies wanted to take it, especially during the 100 Years' War. Britain made many attempts to take this strategic point in Normandy and failed miserably every time. What was the secret that kept Mont-Saint-Michel in French hands? Was it the incredible amount of army that they had in the castle? Well, it wasn't so much a castle, it's more of an island abbey fortress. What did they have, this huge army? No, they had a few knights and a little army. What kept it was the sea. You see, that part of the Norman coast has the fastest tides in the world. It can change by 50 meters. The tidal level can change by 50 meters. If you're in Imperial, that's 46 foot. That is a lot of water. That is going to engulf armies. When you go to visit Mont-Saint-Michel, you do have to cross at certain very specific points. If you don't, you're stuck on the island. It comes down in the daytime, and then the sea comes rushing back. The locals talk about the sea rushing in as quickly as galloping horses. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you've heard this before. The Wash, where King John lost all of the royal treasures, original royal crown, and all of that, all of his regalia, that was the same thing. Water that moved as fast as galloping horses. You see, the armies faced the same problem over and over again, and no one found a way around it. If you attack at low tide, when the sea comes rolling in, it will chase you. It will move faster than you. And it sat on quicksand and mud flats, which are incredibly dangerous. If you don't know your way around it, you are doomed. And then if you try and attack it at high tide, well, your horses will sink. As I already said, up to 15 meters of water difference in the average tide. So you couldn't even work out, well, it's going to be about this deep, so I'll get a horse with really long legs. Not really going to happen. The only thing that got captured at Mont-Saint-Michel was actually cannons from the English, which used to be displayed at the entrance to Mont-Saint-Michel. Probably just your typical French, like, na 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 na, we've got your cannons. Because let's be honest, the French and the English have been fighting since forever. It didn't just start out over rugby or football, although it was incredible to beat them in the World Cup. Yay, go England! This is supposed to be an evergreen video, but now you know that at one point England beat France, so that kind of dates the video. Hey ho, gotta get that one in. 4-6, yay! So yeah, and you know what else I love about the whole Mont-Saint-Michel, having actually been there as a teenager, it is stunningly beautiful, and it's so incredibly quaint and medieval. They had everything they needed to survive a siege. They could grow food up there. They had wells up there, which is incredible that they had fresh water when you think they're in the middle of the sea. But hey, strange, miraculous things happen. This is a religious site after all, isn't it? And it is absolutely incredible and quite far off land when you actually look at it. But what I also love is the tales that go around Mont-Saint-Michel, like the story of why Saint Michael wanted it built, sorry, the Archangel Michael wanted it built, it's because he was having a fight with Satan, and it was his only way to get away from Satan. So, you know, if you've got really bad neighbours, then you know what to do. Just like pop out and build on an island, and that way you can do without your annoying neighbours. There's also one about a giant who shook out pebbles from his shoe as he was walking by, and that's what created the island on which Mont-Saint-Michel sits. My favourite is the fact that King Arthur gets a look in here. This man is everywhere. I mean, this guy is amazing. So with loyal knights Kay and Bedivere, King Arthur just trots over to Normandy in France like you do. Bear in mind, they didn't have the channel. It wasn't easy to, you know, get a quick flight over there. This was a big undertaking of long procession and lots of sailing in rickety boats and lots of horse riding and sword, saddle, ass. But no, he came to kidnap the Duke of Brittany's daughter, Helena. Why he wanted to kidnap her? Not really particularly sure, but while kidnapping her, they had a fight with a giant. Not the same giant that took his shoes off and made them all, but they had a fight with the giant with some fire, and then Kay cut his head off and they kidnapped this Helena. So you are historians too, and you take notice of dates. What's the problem with the fact that Arthur turned up? When was Mont-Saint-Michel built, and when was Arthur supposed to have been around? Poetic license at its best. I just think it's wonderful that somehow it's like, you know what, let's just insert him in. And maybe it's also because in Brittany they have that dialect which is extremely similar to Cornish and the Celtic dialects and the Welsh dialect, and so it all kind of ties together as well. There would have been Celtic people, so 'tis part of their mythology, their legend belief anyway. So yeah, this is an island that disappeared into the mist, into the sea every night. Quite magical. And because of its very particular location, could not be taken down by the English or any other medieval marauding armies. Have you ever visited the site? Let me know in the comments box below. And if you are wild about histories and mysteries and legends, let me know. What other things would you think that I should have a look at? I've had some great suggestions on some of the other videos I've done, which I will be looking at in future videos. And please give it a like and a share if you have other history buffs out there. And have a look at the website that we've shared in the pinned comments as well, because if you love histories and mysteries and you are into puzzles and things like that, I might just have something that's right up your street.